What's up, everybody? Greetings. Welcome back to the season finale. Yes, I said it, the season finale of the Pod of Aggieland. So I'm your host, yours truly, previously number 2 on the field, but always number one in your heart. Well, let me do it again. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the season finale of the Pod of Aggieland. This is your host, yours truly, Chase Lane. Previously number 2 in the field, but always number 1 in y'all's hearts. Like I said, it's the season finale. It's been a roller coaster year, as you guys remember, and we're coming to a close with just guys signing, and the transfer portal closes in about 2 weeks. So a lot of things are coming to an end, and this season of the Pod of Aggieland is obviously coming to an end. So let's get right into it. So since I haven't done a quote for the past couple episodes, I feel like it's only right that we start the show off with a quote today. So the quote is, if something is coming to an end and you tried and giving your all and now it's just time, then allow it to end with grace and gratitude and an open mind for a new day. No anger, no bitterness, no need for justification or reward or validation. Just reverence for this time, for the whispers of renewal. So I feel like that quote is very telling, just with my situation that I had with A&M, and just trying my best, and doing all I could, just to make things right, and to make things work, because no one ever really wants to transfer, because like I said in the last 2 episodes, it's a really up and down process, and if you want to be secure in one spot, then that's what you want to do off rip. So I tried everything I could, and I feel like I've helped Texas A&M on and off the field in many ways, and hopefully they see that looking back with my departure. But like I said, I'm going to be here finishing my master's degree. So my story isn't necessarily finished yet, but the chapter has definitely come to a close without a doubt. But I had a really great time playing with the guys I came in with, and the guys that I had the chance to play with once they came in, and we were able to have success back in 2020 when we won the Orange Bowl, and I've made some life lasting bonds with a lot of those guys within that program. So nothing but love for my teammates at A&M, but it's time to move on, and I am eagerly excited to get down to Georgia Tech and compete and, go play and be in the city of Atlanta. But, man, thank you to Texas A&M, and thank you to everybody who has been along with me on this journey thus far. So in saying that, let's get into some stuff, man. So these last couple of weeks, I haven't been able to give you guys an episode in a while. I think just with, the holiday season and, just families coming in and out and, seeing different people, I wasn't really able to connect with y'all. But, these last couple of weeks have been really good for me. When you're not in the bowl game, you get to really be a fan of college football. So, what I've really been doing, is, just waking up, sleeping in sometimes, making sure I get my workouts in, making sure I'm staying fit and, staying ready. And, just watching football and, watching a lot of football, because, that's what you do if you're a football player. You just like to watch football. So it's been really good to, just see family and see relatives and, just having that quality time, because you don't get that time back. And, just the way life goes, you never know when something may happen. So I really just tried to spend these last couple of weeks, just really enjoying my time with my family, because, my time with my family is going to be limited because I will be going to school in a different state. So this time with them is really crucial for me. So it's been really fun these last couple of weeks, just hanging out with my cousins and my aunts and my uncles, and, see my parents, see my grandparents, the whole nine. It's been really fun. So now I want to take a quick break and thank our sponsor, Alexis Knox and the Hudson team, for sponsoring this podcast through the entire season, man. Their support in this show has been truly special to me, man, because, they obviously had to take a chance on me, not knowing who I am and me not knowing who they were. They definitely had to take a chance and, being a sponsor for this show. They could have easily told me no, could have easily told us no. But they decided to take a chance on me, and I'm truly grateful that they did, because they allowed me to do something that I love on a weekly basis. And just I had the most fun doing recordings. And the day we would record, man, I would just have so much energy, and I would just be so ready to get home and get in the studio with Alex. So thank you for sure to Alexis Knox and the Hudson team for their countless support. But in saying that, if you're looking for a new home, like I was in the portal, it's imperative that you have people by your side to help you. And that's exactly where Alexis Knox and the Hudson team comes into play. The Hudson team is the number one Zillow ranked team in the Bryan-College Station area based on sales volumes and number of transactions done each year. All members of the team are former students of Texas A&M, including our good friend Alexis Knox. She is a broker associate and a realtor with over 5 years of experience. She and her team love helping Aggies find their dream homes and are with you every step of the way in the process. We all know the importance of a good home in college football, and the same is especially true in life. So if you're in the Bryan-College Station area or Austin, contact them at 281-745-0010. That's 281-745-0010. You can also find Alexis at Alexis Knox Realtor on all social media platforms or on her website at alexisknoxre.com. So thank you once again to Alexis Knox and the Hudson team for their endless support in the Pod of Aggieland and their endless support in me. So thank you guys. And life in College Station, I'm actually not back there at the moment. As you can see, I got this this blue colored wall behind me. I'm actually at my girlfriend's house in Frisco, Texas. So I'm not in College Station yet, but I will be there this upcoming spring semester. Just taking classes, working out, and just staying ready for when I get ready to go to Georgia Tech. So I'm actually really eager to see how life is going to be, because usually when you come back from Christmas break, you have like that one day of class when you get back, and then you'll have a team meeting, and then in the team meeting, your head coach he'll like address like what the spring plans are, and usually you'll have workouts like that next day. But for me, I think this semester will teach me a lot about discipline, and in terms of just working out, staying on a schedule, even though I don't have a regimented schedule already planned out for me. And with my classes being online, just really being disciplined when I, getting assignments in, and, just making sure I'm staying ahead of my classes and everything. But I'm really looking forward to this semester, because I feel like I can see a lot of growth in terms of my maturity. I already feel like I'm a mature person, but, just seeing how it will all play out, and, just making sure, I'm staying disciplined and staying accountable towards myself in terms of, just classes and working out and, just being healthy and things like that. But yeah, man, I'm really excited. A lot of people, I feel like, when they don't have a schedule, or when they don't have what's the word? A responsibility, like an actual responsibility, they sometimes feel lost. But I'm taking this time to really just grow in off the field, and just taking everything that comes with it. So I'm in a really good place right now. I've been able to get closure from A&M, and I'm really looking forward to my future. But moving on, man, let's talk about some football. So we got the national championship coming up, but first I want to talk about the college football playoff and those semifinal games that got to that ended up being TCU and Georgia in the national championship. So I went over to I had Michigan blowing TCU out, and I had Ohio State upsetting Georgia. So in that Michigan TCU game, man, TCU surprised a lot of us, not just me, a lot of us, because, Coach Sonny Dykes, he even hinted at it, just saying that in the Big 12, you kind of get looked at as being soft, and, you don't see a lot of like heavy competition. But then Coach Dykes actually took a shot at SEC teams, saying, like in week 10, 11, you don't really get the luxury of playing like a Bowling Green or a school like that. They're playing a team like Texas. So that could have easily been, billboard material for Michigan. But man, those dudes came out and played like a complete football game. And, just going up against two high-powered teams like that, a number 2 and number 3 matchup, like, you have to expect going into that game there's not going to be a shutout. It's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be teams just trading blows. So TCU made the plays when they absolutely had to make them. And even when Michigan made a late push, man, like TCU just like continued to put their foot down, continued to convert on third down, continued to make smart plays, did not turn the ball over. Not starting the game off, but their first touchdown was a pick six. So, just for them to be the first Texas team in the college football playoff coming from the Big 12, it says a lot. And, I feel like if TCU didn't have your respect before that game, they most definitely have your respect now. And I would not be surprised if TCU got that ring from Georgia. So moving on to Ohio State versus Georgia, man, that was heartbreaking for real. Because I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of C.J. Stroud. And I feel like a lot of other people are, just because, his story and, just all the adversity that he's had to face in his career up to this point. And, man, look, C.J. Stroud, I know Bryce Young is amazing. Bryce Young is a top tier talent, but if I had the first pick, the Texans, I'm taking C.J. Stroud, man. I'm a big C.J. Stroud guy, and I just love the way he plays the game, his poise, his swagger when he's playing the game, and he went out there and gave Georgia a run for his money, man. He played a great football game. If I remember correctly, no mistakes, one mistake if that, but just. For it to wait for the game to end the way it did, man, that's heartbreaking. And actually, when he kicked the kick, the clock actually struck midnight. So it was Happy New Year when he missed the kick. So even that is ironic and crazy as hell. Still a heartbreaker for Ohio State. CJ Stroud's probably going to end up going pro, but man, just that was a heartbreaker, man. Even for me, and I was an Ohio State fan for that night, and I was really sad. But, Georgia, kudos to them, man. Stetson Bennett continues to prove people wrong, showing that he is a real playmaker. And, he played a great game. Georgia, they're undefeated, and they're looking to go back-to-back. So they'd be the first team to go back-to-back since Alabama in 2011, 2012, or 2012, 2013, whichever one. Oh, 2011, 2012. So they should be the first team that goes back to back. But like I said, do not be surprised if TCU walks out of there with a ring. So TCU versus Georgia. What are my predictions for that? I'm going with the odds, man. So I got TCU over Georgia 34-28. TCU over Georgia 34-28. I'm going with the Texas boys, man. I got to go for the Texas boys for once. So, man, if they are able to cap off that upset, man. Oof, there's no telling the trajectory that program's going to be on, man. Because Sonny Dykes in year one taking his team to the national championship, man, a lot of people can't say that as a coach. So, yeah, man, it should be a really great game on Monday, and I am really looking forward to seeing that one. So, since those were the only college football games on, let's move on to the next subject. Let's talk about this little the finale of the podcast. So, as I said, this is the last episode. Man, it's bittersweet for real because I really enjoyed it, and from my first episode, I kind of I let y'all know that I really had aspirations of getting in the media and getting into broadcasting. Getting in front of the camera and getting experience in that field, and this podcast did exactly that. Everything that I could have imagined, man, it came true. And I wish we were able to have a better season because I feel like we could have had, even though we did have good content and we had fun content, I feel like, that little stretch of where we were on that losing streak, I was kind of getting repetitive and saying the same stuff. But, you guys continue to show support in the show. You guys continue to, tune in. And even on the last episode, a lot of you Georgia Tech fans tuned in as well, because I went and read some of the comments from our last episode, and it was mostly Georgia Tech fans. So that just goes to show that the show was obviously a success. But yeah, man, the experience has been nothing like any other. Just you walking in the locker room and guys just being like, hey, man, get me on your podcast. Put me on a podcast. Put me on a podcast. And, even being recruited when I was in the portal, like coaches would be like, you got a podcast? And I'll be like, damn, like even they know about it. So like it was really cool, man, because it touched a lot of people's lives in a lot of different ways. And, just when people were storming the field, when we beat LSU, and, I was talking to fans and everything, like first thing people would say is, hey, man, we love your podcast. Like, we love your quotes of the days, like this, that, and the third, man. So it really makes you feel good when you're doing something that you love and you're seeing it have an effect on other people. So I really enjoyed it, man, for real. It did indeed reaffirm that media is the field I want to be in. I feel like with episode to episode to episode, I got more confident. I was already confident coming into this, but, just being in a new space, never doing something like this before, you're obviously going to have to grow and learn from yourself. But I really do think that I learned a lot from this experience. I really do think that I've grown, and I do think that I am suited to be in this profession later on in my professional career. So I got some good tape, and I got some good film I can show some companies one day, man. So I'm really, really confident that this is the field, the media field, broadcasting, that whole spiel, that's what I want to be in. So the podcast has been nothing short of a great experience. So what is the future of me in podcasting? So, people have been, in my DMs and they've been asking me, been tweeting at me, even, catching me at HEB if I'm going to be taking the podcast to Georgia Tech. If it's in the cards and if it seems like a thing that we can do, then most definitely it will be an option for sure. But, only time will tell. And, if it happens, it happens. But if it doesn't happen, then we had a really great time doing this show as well. And, I don't want to say it's goodbye, but it's definitely a see you later. So, yeah, man, even if it's not this, I know the Pod of Aggieland was a good show, and I know the A&M fans liked it. You might get another player from A&M to do it next year. Will he do it like me? No. But, all jokes, but it's going to be a fun time no matter what, because, these episodes, they aren't going anywhere. So, you'll always be able to, go back and watch them and, relive some of the moments that we were able to capture doing this. So, yeah, man, the future of me in podcasting is it's an open-ended question. I'll put it at that. But other than that, man, didn't want to hold you guys here too long. I know it's the season finale, and I know people are getting ready to go back to school and whatnot. So, if you're a student listening to this show, man, I hope you guys get out to a great start to your semester back. Have a great spring semester. Take care of your business. If you're an athlete, man, take care of your business on and off the field. And, if you're just a normal person just tuning in, man, I really appreciate you guys. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. Let's make it a great one for sure, man. And, you guys know where to find me. I'll be at Georgia Tech. And so, if you want to continue to stay on this journey with me, man, just tune into some ACC games for some times, man. But, yeah, really do appreciate everybody for real. Appreciate my producer, Alex, man, for setting this whole thing up and, just, making sure that everything's taken care of and, having my back through the whole process and everything like that. But, yeah, it's been a true honor to be the first host of the Pod of Aggieland for sure. So appreciate y'all, man, like I said, and we are out for the final time this year. Peace.
Yeah, this is perfect.